Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today it's going to be on the most recent UD update, which was last night, and I was asleep for it. So yeah, um, not much happened to Westover. I mean, FOV is a lot different, as you can tell. Just watch my screen. So speed up, I slowly get back, and it's a lot different. I can't say it's like 100% better because it sort of does remind me of the Minecraft FOV, but you know, I can't say I dislike the Minecraft FOV. Um, there mainly what happened to Westover was a bunch of bug fixes, the FOV, and then they fix one of the bug fixes. I know I need to mention this was that they tried to fix the trucker team, which pretty sure it worked. But this update's kind of weird because in the teasers they showed like auto shop stuff, which we found out in the stream isn't ready yet, and along with that, the chassis is not ready yet. And there's a good explanation. Every single car has its own chassis. So, we have to all wait for we get one car or maybe like a few in each update at a time. It's not like bam, 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 just apply a basic one-fits-all chassis to all the cars. Which I'm kind of disappointed in that because they got me like really hyped. I saw Jesco had four-wheel steering. It looked really good. Drifting is a lot better. The Jesco can take a corner. And yeah, it just wasn't that. And I don't even think that the new chassis for all of them were applied to Westover. Let me go check in. Let me go get out the Jesco. And while I'm doing that, I can show you the three brand new cars. Another Ferrari. I don't know why, but the FOV is exactly the same in here. And then the Toyota Land Cruiser, which, gotta say, it's not very good looking. But I might buy this Ferrari. Maybe. Let's see, where Jesco be at? Where are do Jesco? Hey, there it is. So we'll just get the Jesco out real quick. Nope, doesn't have the new because the Jesco's new chassis makes it feel like you're actually going the speed that it's telling you you're going. And yeah, you can use boost, which they disabled because it's overpowered. Biggie, I believe, is going to be the new chassis like start burnouts button, and then holding S and W at the same time is going to be like your launch control sort of. What also has happened, which I'll show you in Testover. I'll join a Testover game. The Jesco has 9 gears with the new chassis, which makes a lot of sense instead of like 6 or 7 because it goes 300. So yeah, the shifting up is a lot faster too with the Jesco. And so the Jesco becomes overpowered at this point. But probably not for long because, the new chassis will be applied to all the cars at some point. Don't know when, but it's going to happen. And other than that, there's not much else left to go over in Westover. So I'll just pop over to a Testover game and we'll show you the everything there. Alright, so something new with Testover is the garage is limited to very few cars because it's only the cars with the new chassis. So far they've got the Ford GT. Gotta say, Ford GT is quite underwhelming when you drive it. Monster Truck, it doesn't do the bouncy thingy anymore when you turn really hard, which is sad. This car, I haven't tested it, but I mean, it doesn't matter to me because I never drive it. Jesco, that's what I'll be driving. It's an extreme improvement. And this car, which, I mean, sort of everybody has, but I guess it's an improvement. It wasn't really bad in the first place, but you can actually go up hills now with the new. As you'll see, the acceleration is much different. Steering is much different as well. It's not the it's not the same acceleration where you're jumping tens of miles an hour every second. As you can see, I just flicked the tail out and I just did a pretty big drift for 100 and some odd miles an hour. But this actually feels like 160 miles per hour, or however fast you're going, instead of feeling like you're maybe going 100. And this doesn't even have the new FOV in it. This is just the new chassis. So yeah, this car is, 5.6 million, but man, the new chassis makes it worth like 11 million. Oh, I can hear a bypass. I'm just gonna mute it. This car feels so much better to drive. The braking is a lot better. I like how at 115 we're at 120. I mean, in 80 miles per hour. No, 100 miles per hour is fifth gear, which is insane. As you can see, the switch up time is a lot faster, so that is better for drag races. So this will probably still be just as more overpowered than the Tesla. As you can see, it's a lot different with the sliding too. When you lose control, it's going to be very hard to get back into control, which is more realistic. And that's a lot better. But as you can see, just it feels so much better. It's much less bouncy, even though I was just going over those bumps intentionally. It's much less likely to flip. It doesn't flip when you're doing corners anymore, which is nice. Braking feels just as crazy as it does with the old chassis, in my opinion, which I can't say is bad, because when you want to get down to a lower mile per hour fast, you want it done quickly, and I mean that's good, but still that doesn't just, I feel like you go flying through the front of the car if you were braking that hard. Air brake isn't much more noticeable. Like, the air braking doing its job is much more noticeable in my opinion, because if you're air braking, you will drop down that fast. And I think that's all for the update. It was sort of disappointing because I was like, holy smokes, every car's gonna have their chassis. They've been working on this for so long, and I was like, Westover is finally gonna be like amazing because every car will have a new chassis. And then they're like, all right, so we're doing the beta testing and we have like 5 cars. I was like, you're kicking me. You're kicking me right in the jewels. Like, why? Why are there so few? And that was explained in the stream as well as a lot of other things. It's that every car has a different, the old chassis is a one-fits-all sort of thing. This new chassis has, each car has its own chassis. And so I don't guess. I can pretty much assure you that doing 250 cars new chassis and then gauging how much, something needs to be changed will take longer than a month. But the person that's doing it said that the chassis took a long time to do because you have to work with how the car's body is built, which is understandable. Even though I don't develop Roblox games like that, I don't do the whole textures and stuff. So yeah, it seems like it would take a long time. But yeah, that's pretty much all about the update. It was kind of disappointing, like I said earlier, because I thought every car was going to have the new chassis, and then it was just like 5, and it's only on Testover. And I was like, it can't get much worse than this. And then it didn't get much worse than that, but I mean, I can say the FOV was kind of annoying. To come to find out, it was just the FOV is really annoying to me. In Westover, which they said they might be testing it. Like, they're just this is like a really big, test update. Like testing the new chassis, testing the new update, getting all that done. And I think the chassis itself is really well done, and they're not going to have to change much about it. It's just so good. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, look at that. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.